There we go. Goals, how do we approach them? What's the process and looking at it for going forward into 2023?
So, well, whoop,
Yeah, you're good.
I had my little message. I couldn't see any of you. It was telling me it's recording. So, I think one, I'm going to just say, hey, come next Wednesday to Plan on Purpose from 9 to 11 a.m. because we're going to walk through that. And although 2 hours is going to go really fast, the idea of, I call it chunking it up, like can just be so valuable and help to make decisions on what you have to say no to for now, right? It doesn't mean it's not related to your goal, but you can't do everything to get your 10,000 hours in. So, right? Like your 10,000 hours, if you focus on a few things, then the next quarter you can focus on the other things. And so that's something that I've just really been working on because it's, I think it's really helpful to remind yourself that it's a process. Your 10,000 hours, and that they talk about that in the Blessed and Unstoppable and other places, right? When you perfect something, it's about the number of hours you've been able to work it. And so the idea of, when you look at somebody who's successful, we just see that they're successful. We don't really see their 10,000 hours, right? So what do I want to put 10,000 hours into? And that question is more helpful for me than what's my one thing. Like if I say, well, what do I want to put 10,000 hours into? That makes me really think about what my one thing is, right? Because what am I passionate enough to learn that I'm going to stick with for 10,000 hours? So it's just different.
I literally just punched into my calculator. So it's like, how long? Like how many? If you did an 8-hour day,
5 years,
right? Thank you, Brenda. I was like, I just typed in 8 hours times 365, and that's 2,920. Right? So even just 8 hours 1 year.
Yeah.
So you really have to think about it that like when you look at the numbers of how, like saying 10,000, like, okay, that just means you're super focused. I mean, 8 hours even for a year is only 2,920.
Yeah.
So it's definitely long term.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing. I don't want it to just be something that I think I want. Like what am I really going to put that many hours into? Right.
Mm-hmm. And I also feel like it's not a combination of my team. It's me putting in the 10,000, the next team member putting in the 10,000, and so on. So, because everybody would need to master their number one, and if it's the same goal, they still would add to it. So, if you're working on Monday through Friday, 8-hour days, that's 2,080 80 hours. And, is it that important for you to work 8 hours straight on that one thing? And what's your desire at the end, right? Is your goal and your desire to accomplish it strong enough? I feel like it comes back to TGR and your chief aim and what that looks like, because it has to be so powerful to motivate you to do the work.
Love it. I love how all things intertwine. Well, ladies, that brings us to the end of the hour. So I hope you have a beautiful day.
You too. Good to see you.
Yes.
Great day.